In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Adobe Spark. So this is a really cool website that you have free access to as a student here at Cherokee. So first, you just want to put in your Google search, and again, as always, for my class especially, you should probably be using Chrome. Chrome is always going to work better with the school Wi-Fi. It works better with a lot of these programs. So make sure you're in Chrome. And Google Adobe Spark, and then you should see this. So click the link. It'll take you to the web page. Once it pops up, slowly. Okay, so then it'll bring you to this page where you go up here to log in. And then you have a login, you have an account with the school. So you go to log in with school account. And right here, you're going to enter your school email address. That should be like a your number, your lunch number at CherokeeK12.net. So I've already done mine, so it's my teacher ID at CherokeeK12.net. As soon as you put that in, it's going to redirect you. You don't have a password. You just automatically get in with that email account that we've provided you here at Cherokee, and then it's going to take you here to this home page of Spark. Now sometimes if the internet is not working great, then Spark's going to take a little while, but this will be a good tool. Like, you can go down here and you can make it's got basically endless opportunities. So if you're wanting to make a graphic that would just be displayed on one of our smart boards, you would want something in a more rectangular shape. So I've found the best one is like a Twitter post. It's the best shape, and you can make it the entire, fill up the entire screen of a smart board, a rectangular smart board. If your teachers are asking you to do like a poster, you can go down and create any of these little graphics using any of these formats to create a poster. You can do a presentation the same way you would with a PowerPoint. You can do a slideshow. You can make your own website. So really, invitations, if you like making your own invitations, or anything you want to print out, collages, anything. It's just endless. So what I've used these for are first the graphics, but then also the slideshow. So you've got to do the poetry activity where you're writing your own poem and creating a video. This is where your slideshow would come in. So you click on the slideshow thing. It's going to take a little while, and then you just want to title it whatever, poem, and go to next. And then they have all these templates here for you, but to me it's easier to just create your own. So you just start from scratch. And sometimes this loader can take a long time, depending on your internet connection. But as long as you're connected to the internet, it should work, and it's going to bring up this blank canvas for you. So it already has just an empty page. You can add as many slides as you want. You can move the slides around, and yours probably actually is a tutorial is going to pop up to give you just like a little short video of what this can do. So you can watch it if you want, but this will tell you the same thing. There's a little button on that to click to say don't show this tutorial again if you want to do that. Okay, so let's say I'm going to do one of my favorite poems by Robert Frost. So I would want a title page, so I'll click the full screen. If you do split screen, you can do 2 pictures. You can do a picture on the whole background with a text on front. This will just change the different texts. I think I'll use title and text, so that will give me 2 different size texts. So if you have your own video file saved here, you can use that. You can add that in too. With what I like about it is if you've recorded a video of yourself, but you want text to overlay that video, you can add that in here. So I want a picture for the background. This picture is about, no, I'm not going to upload. This poem's about the snowy woods. So they have a lot of options here for find free photos. So I'm just going to put like snow and find a pretty scene to put on the background like this one. Okay, so the title of the poem that I'm going to discuss or create the slideshow for is called Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening. So if you're doing your own poem, just give your poem a title. And then by Robert Frost. Alright, so here's my title page. I can record audio if I wanted to read this out loud. You can make it longer than 4 seconds by just clicking. So that means this screen is going to be displayed for this long. So about 4 seconds is probably good for your title. Maybe 5. 4 is a little short. To test it out, you can hit the play button and it'll show you what it's going to look like. If you don't like this font or you don't like the looks of this or the way it's displaying on the screen, you go up to Themes and you can change it. So this theme will make it scroll in a different way, make it look like that. It's going to take a while because my internet's not good, but you can change it to this focus, layer. You've got all these options down here. If you like this handwriting better, we'll try this one. And it's going to be different. You can also add music to your slideshow over here. So you pick from all these options. There's tons of options. So this poem's a little bit gloomy, so I would want to pick something that sounds like it would work with a kind of dark poem. The resize over here is just going to give you can change it to square instead of widescreen. It's not really going to work great on our rectangular screens, but if you like that would probably work good on a phone if you're sending it to someone on their phone. But I'm going to do widescreen. So this is my title. Then I'm going to add to this other slide. And I'm going to get another picture of some snowy woods. And pick that one. That one looks good. Okay, so I've got this picture. So then you want to add some content, a text. If you're doing your poem and you're making a video and you want your poem on here, you wouldn't want to put your whole poem on here because it's going to be like squeezed in there. You should probably go like line by line. So the first line of this poem is, whose woods these are, I think I know. And that's all I'm going to have on this screen. I'm probably going to make it to be like 6 seconds, 6 or 7. So you just move it around, and again, you can go back and edit all this later and preview it. Second slide is talking about a house, so I'm going to find a different picture. It's like a little village, so I'll put in the word village and see what comes up. This one looks good. We'll do that. And the next line is, put some text in there. This house is in the village though. Alright, so that's my next line. I'm going to change it again to be a little longer. If you have a time limit to meet on this, you make your slides last longer. Put some moving pictures in the back. You can do that if you can save them. And again, you can change your the look by like changing this to caption. But I don't really like the backgrounds. So I like the full screen look for this. And then if you change your theme, it's going to change all slides though. So just be aware of that. If you don't have a picture in the background, it's just going to have these colors and font options and things like that. So if I wanted to have like credits, so you want to put your names on there, you would say, put your name and your partner's name or whatever. Poem by Robert Frost or something like that. You can have a credit page. You don't necessarily have to have a credit page. So this isn't the whole poem, obviously. It goes on and on for longer. So I'm just showing you. You would continue to add the slides. If you mess up something here, you just like on PowerPoint, you just pick it up and move it around like that. If you want to delete it, you click that little thing and delete. Yes. Okay. So say you think you're done, so you want to preview it, just go to preview, and then it's going to show you the whole thing. and it's going to have this music in the background. Again, you can push that little microphone when you're making it and just recite the poem as the slide on each slide, and then it'll turn into a video for you. And it's really sharp looking. I love these videos. This is how you can make like good quality videos without, you know, besides just using PowerPoint and things like that. If you're happy with it, you go to download and it'll save it to your computer. I don't really need to download this, so I'm going to cancel it, but it'll save it to your computer, but this saves automatically in your Spark account, so you really don't have to save it to your computer. Unless you just know for sure you're not going to be able to access internet later or something like that. But you really shouldn't have to do that. But you can also share and share it to publish it or whatever, share it with someone and create it. It'll create like a little link for you. Once you're totally done, when you have them in all your files, you would need to download it to your computer so you could upload this to Canvas if you're having to turn in that way. Now, sometimes we might do assignments where you would like print out posters and things like that, so that's when you wouldn't need to worry about downloading. But again, if you're going to download it to your computer, and it's probably going to download as like My Video or something if you didn't title it. So just make sure that you go back in there, you go to your files and change the name so you know where to find it. And again, these should work fine with Canvas. So that's just one way to make a cool video using Adobe Spark. Again, there's endless options for other things like signs, graphics, whatever. So try to use this. I want everybody trying to use this at some point instead of PowerPoints and Prezis and iMovie and stuff like that. That does have, those things do have issues and they're not quite as nice looking. So, you know, give this a shot.